Beautiful souls, if you are wanting to come in, I'm going to trust that you are going to show. I'm going to be bringing you some beautiful guidance here. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know all the vibes. Let us start with a beautiful card for the collective. Let's see what is going to be coming in for you beautiful souls today. 28. Okay. Okay. So the first card that shows up for you is this beautiful card right here, and it is the Eight of Wands. And there's some sort of speedy message coming in. I feel like this could be an email, a letter, a text message, something in the form of letter or communication to you. I feel like this letter might just hold some realizations. It might just hold some truths for you, outline some detail, I feel, to a situation that has been a little bit confusing. So make sure that you check. I want to say here as well, Spirit are asking me to double check the spam box, okay? So if you have emails that go into your spam, double check. Don't leave the spam box unattended. I love that, absolutely love that. And the next piece right here is this one, the seven of cups. The Seven of Cups brings a lot of choices, and it brings a lot of choices for so many beautiful souls who have got doors open. I want to say there's, in this particular, I want to say with this letter or this communication that is coming, there are going to be doors or opportunities opened for you. It feels like there's information being outlined in this communication field, and doors are going to be open for you. So there's going to be an opportunity to walk through a beautiful door. Grizzly agrees, right? Grizzly agrees. And it has been a really difficult journey because the Nine of Swords also shows up here, and that difficult challenge of, I want to say, just of life in general. Whew, a difficult challenge of life in general definitely does come in, definitely does hit a little bit it does hit on a challenging level, because there has been anxiety and possibly depressive feelings or depressive thoughts around this situation. And I want to say previous situations as well. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, the Emperor also comes in here to say that there is a lot of masculine energy that is within, I want to say within your system, but around you as well. Do you feel like people around you are quite controlling? That your choices sometimes are not your choice? And it can feel really difficult, but actually, your choices are your choices. They are there for you to choose. It is not anybody else's life. This is your life, and you get to choose what goes on in this life. And the Emperor comes in as a reminder of standing strong in your own power. He comes in as a reminder to have balance around those choices. He comes in as a reminder of stability. He reminds you that stability is vital. You have to feel stable in your workspace, because I feel like these opportunities that are arising are coming from a work point of view, something to do with career, something to do with that kind of space, right? The workspace, the business space. So there's definitely feelings around this energy right now that you've got choices or a choice to make, an opportunity that is coming through for you. And it has been difficult, and I feel like somebody around you has made it a little bit difficult, or it feels like they have made it difficult. But the truth here is it's your fucking life. You get to do this. You get to do this your way. You get to do this nobody else's way but yours. This is so crucial for you to remember. It's so crucial, because the next piece here, the beautiful Two of Wands, right? And the Two of Wands comes to open you up to, if you're coming in and you're here live, come say hi. Let me know that you're here. This Two of Wands, I want to say there's possible travel elements, right? Travel elements. Hi, Clam Sam. How are you? How are you? I want to say within this door of opportunity, there might just be a travel element with this, and it's going to feel a little bit scary. And I want to say there's those controlling pieces are going to come in, those controlling pieces of somebody around you who is controlling you might just be tapping into that controlling energy a little bit too much. My nails, thank you, they're my wicked nails. I love a bit of theatrics on my nail. I love it. Okay, so let me just clarify, this energy, this live, this space is a sacred space. It is a beautiful space for high vibration, right? So if you're going to come in with your childish little comments, this is not the space for you, right? Let's be fucking adults here. I'm bringing some beautiful readings through tarot, through mediumship. And if you cannot vibe with that, this is not a space for you. And I send you with love and light, right? I send you with love and light. But we're here to be grown-ups. We're here to receive guidance. And if you want guidance, just ask. I'm here to bring that beautiful guidance. And if you want a card, then ask. You might just fucking learn something, right? You might just fucking learn something about yourself, or even about what is going on for you right now. Something deeper might come in for you. So if you've got the fucking balls to make comments here in this space that are very inappropriate, have the fucking balls to ask for a card, right? I very much doubt that. Yeah? Go and have your conversation, your little boy conversation elsewhere. It doesn't faze me one bit. But if you do want guidance, if you want me to bring something for you that you might not be aware of yourself, or you want me to bring some truth for you, because that's what I'm here for, authenticity, right? Fucking authenticity. Authenticity. That's what I come with, authenticity, truth, and beautiful spirit guidance, right? So taking you back to all of this beautiful energy that is coming in from these cards. There we go. Yes. Sometimes you just, thank you, Steve. I am good, thank you, beautiful. How are you? Sometimes you just can't, you just can't get through to certain energies, right? And it's not for me to get through, it's just for me to go, fuck off, delete. You're not in the right energy for this space. So if you want a card pull, drop me a message in the chat. Let me know if you have a question, and I will bring you some truth around it. You might just be surprised. Let's get to know each other a little bit more, right? This is what I'm here for. This is what I love to do. I love to bring in. I don't charge in these spaces. I do hold private readings. If you want to pay for a reading, you can. I will never message you to pay for a reading. And I don't ask for money here, right? I just don't. Thanks, Paul. But if you're coming into this space and you're making comments, just know that you are opening yourself up for an invitation for a card pull. If you do not require this, if this is not your scene, then you are very, very welcome to leave. Okay, very welcome. I know, Babs. Are you okay, beautiful boy? Are you okay? Did she come back? So let me know in the comments, beautiful souls, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? What is going on? Let's see if we can figure some of this shit out for you and move forward. Let's see if you have that little bit of courage to dig deep on something today. Do you have that courage? Is something really, really niggling you at the minute? Let's see. And come in with some authenticity, come in with some kindness. Bring a good energy, you'll receive the same back, right? Bring in a good energy and you will receive the same back. How are we feeling? Let me know. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Somebody is here in this space, is riding to victory. Somebody in this space is looking to win a situation. Somebody in this space is celebrating something. Who is celebrating right now? What is going on in that celebration? The 6 comes in as a celebratory card, and it comes in to say that you have victory on the horizon. You have this beautiful feeling of winning something, overcoming something, from the action that you have taken recently. From action that you have taken, this is happening for you. This is coming in for you. So what is going on right now? Let me know all those beautiful things in the comments. Who is this for? Do you feel that? Do you feel that victory is on the horizon for you? Is that what is feeling? Let me know. And if you're new to this space, welcome. My name is Marie. I am a tarot reader. I am a medium. And I am also a spiritual leader. Lots and lots of things going on in my world. That means I will win the Fortnite game. I mean, if that's what you're playing, and if that's your jam. I remember when my girl played the Fortnite game, like religiously. She loved that. Is that how you inject fun? I'm not a gamer myself. I haven't got the patience for gaming. I've got a lot of patience, but not for gaming. I get really cross with Mario Kart. I just can't. How are we feeling in this space? Come in, say hi. What is the vibration here? Let's see if we can offer you some guidance today, making sure that we are 18, because it's important that we stick to guidance and rules around mediumship and tarot reading, okay? So let me know what the vibe is for you right now. Somebody right now needs to nurture. The Empress comes in, and the Empress is a very, very nurturing card, and she comes in to check in. I want to say self-care here. There's some pieces of self-care that are needed right here. Pieces of self-care that are needed. What is going on with that? I feel like there needs to be some time taken to care for yourself. I feel like somebody here is putting a lot of pressure on themselves recently. It feels very much like you're putting pressure on yourselves by people fucking pleasing, right? People pleasing energy is not good. People pleasing energy, it's going to wipe you out because you're putting everybody else first. It's almost like you're searching for validation on the external pieces, when actually the validation comes from within. This is something that happens here. It's not external. And by focusing on the external chaos, you are not going to get the validation that you desire. So what is that for you? What is that for you? That self-care. I want to say there's more nature needed, more walks in nature, more water. I'm hearing Spirit saying water 3 times. Okay, so water. There's some more water needed. So I want to say intake of water, feet in water, being near water, hearing water. Water is very, 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 very fucking healing, right? So there's definitely some healing pieces to go on with you. There's definitely some healing to do around some difficult situations that you might have had difficulty with in the past, okay? And this Empress card brings in some heart healing as well, because I feel there's sadness within that vibration as well. There is some sadness, and that is difficult, and that again comes from something that has happened. has not been processed. Okay, something that has happened that has not been processed. So what pieces of your past are you holding on to? What pieces of your past are you not processing? What I want to say traumas, it's a big word, right? But there are some childhood trauma, childhood wounding that you have not just not accepted, processed, or anything. Okay, you've just not processed that childhood trauma, and that is really fucking important for you to be able to do that, right? It's really important for you to process that trauma. When you process trauma, you shift something that's within, and something magical happens to your energy, right? Something really fucking magical happens to your energy when you process trauma, when you go through the emotional pieces, when you heal your soul. Your mindset shifts as well. Your mindset shifts to a place of love and kindness. It shifts to a place where you have this ability to see others for who they are in their light. But also, the first point of that is it shifts you to see yourself in your own light. Take Kyle, for instance. So desperate for attention. I'm going to give it you, Kyle. You're here, so you're telling me you're open for a card pull. You're going to get the card, so stick around and hear this, okay? You're desperate for the attention. I'm going to give it you, my lovely. Okay, the Queen of Wands. There's definitely some issues around your past with women, Kyle. I feel like there are issues with a caretaker, a caregiver in your past, my lovely. And I want to say there has been some trauma in your past around parents. I want to say there was some controlling, right? Some controlling pieces for you in the past. And I feel like your childhood was quite heavy, okay? Your childhood was quite heavy. It's really, really important. I don't talk with my hands because I've had my nails done. I'm a fucking creative soul. I love talking with my hands. I always have. And if you stick around to get to know me, you'll see, right? I only come here with authenticity. Yeah. And again, Deadly Typer, stick around for a card read. You might learn something about the issues that you have with women, right? Because this is really important. But Kyle, the crazy thing is you're actually right. Well, fuck me sideways, right? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I do this work for a living. This is not me just being a fucking show up on social media for attention. I'm doing this to give back because so many people in the fucking world need healing. Because they come in with their ridiculous comments of hurt, that they are not seeing themselves deeply enough, right? Yeah, Satan worshippers, absolutely. I fucking love Satan because I love tarot, right? Literally, read a fucking book. Like, do the research. Get to know people before you judge them. Doesn't really bother me, to be fair. Really, not at all. I seem lost. I'm not lost. I know who the fuck I am, Kyle. I know who the fuck I am. However, here's the Emperor for you, Kyle, going back to you. Because there are also, again, parents, the mother, the father, there were issues with both parents for you. And that's really fascinating because obviously there are issues with how you perceive people now, right? That's how you perceive people now. And it's I want to give you this guidance, right? I want to give you this guidance. Learn to love yourself, Kyle, because you are worthy of being loved, right? Learn to love yourself so deeply because you are worthy of being loved, right? You are worthy of being loved. That's your guidance, beautiful. You have so much potential to be loved. You got to love yourself deeply first. that's how it works. It's the law of attraction, right? You get the energy back that from the energy you put out. I mean, that's a perception, isn't it? It's an opinion that two powers exist, good and evil. But what if there's more? How do you know that? There might just be more, right? Energy this, love that. It's not always fucking love this and love that and energy this and energy that. Sometimes it is darkness. Sometimes it is digging deep into your own shadow pieces. And if you're coming from a religious point of view, don't bother. Because I'm not here to judge anybody on a religious piece. I'm not here to judge anybody else's opinion. I'm just here to shine my fucking light. Because I know deep down who I am and who I am here to serve. Right? And what's your excuse for being here with your unkindness? Definitely some issues from your childhood too, right? Only hurt people hurt people. When you've done the healing work like I have, there is no hurt coming from me at all, right? There's no hurt coming from me at all. I'm just here to serve a beautiful community that want to listen. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to be here. Literally click off, right? Just click off. It's absolutely that simple. It's so fucking simple. You don't need to be here. There's two people in this chat, Kyle. Yeah, you can stay. That's okay. Free form of choice, right? Absolutely. And you've got free will. Absolutely. How are you serving the community? You can check it out further. It's you go and check it out. Freedom of choice. Okay. Go and have a look on my website. Do whatever the fuck you need to do your due diligence. Like, I'm here to serve a beautiful community that really want to listen, right? That really want to listen. And you're clearly not those people. You don't have to be here, but it's up to you. Like, I'm not going to entertain conversations this way. It's just not one of those things that I do. I don't need to. Yes, Kyle, you need some deep healing, my lovely. I'm sending you with lots of love and light. There's just so much hate in the world. We don't need to be hearing this shit. But unfortunately, we don't have the control to stop it. What we do have is the reform. We do have that beautiful peace within us that we can share our light in such a way that people like this who come in with unkindness and are clearly here to hurt others with their words, with their energy, that we can just let them. We can just let them. It isn't important. For me, it's not important to accept that. I don't. It's like I just don't have the energy for that shit. I just don't have the energy for unkindness. People who are so driven to be unkind. It is just beyond me why people would do that. It's really interesting how you are perceived from a job that you do, and you do well, and you do with the purest of hearts because of what they believe. And it's actually what they believe that is the difficult thing, because you can't waver people's thoughts or opinions on the spiritual path. I can't tell somebody to accept my tarot reads just because I know they're good, just because I know I'm doing good. It's not my job to turn other people to understand the work that I do. It's just my job to fucking shine. It's just my job to fucking show up regardless of the shit that comes in from this. I have been abused. I have been verbally abused. I have been um, interrogated by people physically because of this work. But I know that I have something beautiful to offer, and that will not be wavered by the small minds of others trying to make me feel like shit, because I don't feel like shit. It just doesn't work that way. It really fucking doesn't. So if you're here, be present, but be in a good vibration for this energy. Be in a good vibration for this live. Come in with a beautiful energy. Be supportive of the space and the people and the community. Do not come into these lives with a negative energy to cause hurt, because that's not what we're here for, right? The world has too much fucking darkness in it already. Why do we need to add that anymore as humans by creating horribleness in such spaces? We don't. We really fucking don't. But unfortunately, we can't control the external, right? All we can do is control the internal. And that is our piece. The internal success will always override the external chaos when you do the healing work, when you put yourself first, when you love yourself fucking so deeply that nothing wavers that love for yourself. The internal success always overrides the external chaos, but we have to find a way to make that happen. We have to do the work to get there, and that work can be however it is for you. Let me know, beautiful souls, if you're still here, if you're listening to this, if you're still here, if you've got questions, let me know what these questions are. Like, my spirit guides were just telling me, go get on a live. And I'm like, I get here and I get hounded for the work that I do. I'm like, why the fuck am I here? But for some reason, spirit want me to be here. For some reason, spirit want me to be here. And I'm like, I don't get it. But I'm not always meant to get the guidance. I'm just meant to follow it. So let me know, what is going on for you in this energy right now? How are you feeling? What is coming up for you as I'm speaking? What is coming up for you on a daily basis? What are you feeling right now? Let me know. I have a couple more minutes before I have to hop off. Let me know what is going on for you, beautiful souls. Oh, hello, beautiful Paul. Thank you so much for sticking around. I love that. Absolutely love that. Nice to see you too. It was an interesting vibe, wasn't it? That was a really interesting vibe coming from a couple of interesting energies. Ah, that's so kind. Thank you so much, beautiful. It's just one of those things where, look, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to fucking be here, right? You don't have to be here. But if you have felt something in this live, if you have thought, okay, she's got something to say, I want to hear it, you stay. If you feel an energy here that is good for you, you stay. But if it's not for you, it doesn't have to be for you. Would you like a card, Paul? Would you like a card, my lovely? I always like to come in and just give a little bit of guidance. Oh, okay. Let's do this for you, Paul. Okay. Oh, we have 3 cards jumping out. Okay. So there's 3 cards here, right? I'm going to show you all 3. So you get the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords, even though that came out last, the Ten of Swords, it's almost like they're working backwards for me. Okay, so Spirit are telling me to go backwards on these cards. So it's almost like something difficult. I want to say the middle one. Yeah, you don't get to pick it. You get all of them because they jumped out for you, right? And I just trust that process. But this one in particular is a difficult one, because there has been a lot of difficulties in your life that you have had to navigate, right? There's difficulties in your life that you have had to navigate, and I feel sometimes it has felt like it has been too overwhelming at times. Okay, just be here, and just, it's, you get to comment, you've got free will, right? So you can comment, don't apologize, lovely. It's absolutely fine. I won't unravel details here, because obviously I don't want to give too much away, especially in a public forum. But I will say that you have had difficulties. I want to say that there has been some, I want to say, situations where you have felt like you have been stabbed in the back. Betrayal, maybe. Okay, a betrayal, maybe. And it has, I feel like this was this a woman that betrayed you? I feel like there is a woman energy that has betrayed you, and I feel like there was finances involved as well. And I want to say that there is a duality to this as well. Okay, this moon card that comes in, there is a duality to the life, and it's not like, when you say everything happens for a reason, which I fully and completely believe. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything happens for us, not to us. But it's difficult in these circumstances, because why should anybody have to feel that, right? Why should anybody have to feel that? We shouldn't, but we do, unfortunately, because that is part of the duality of life, right? The moon brings the duality, the darkness with the light. So what the guidance here for you is to see the bright that comes through those dark pieces. When you're feeling in those dark pieces, and I want to say it's like mindset pieces, because there's mindset shifts that need to happen for you, Paul. But when you're feeling like the mindset is a little off, or your thoughts start to go down into the darkness, there are things that you need to step into to lift that vibration for yourself. You need to bring that light back in somehow. I want to see something. I see like land for some reason with you, green land, like being out in the land, farming, or some sort of working on the land. Let me know if any of this is resonating for you, Paul. Let me know if this is resonating for you. But I see you on some sort of land. It's almost like you're working the land. That's what they're giving me, working the land. I'm near countryside. Okay. So there's definitely lots of nature that you can tap into, right? Okay. So there's definitely these feelings of being near land is important for you. Being near nature is important for you. Okay. There's definitely feelings where being on the land will absolutely help with these mindset shifts. Okay. I want to say your work is, it's very, very, very rewarding. Like, you know, your work is rewarding. It's almost like you have felt a pull to support others in such a beautiful way that it's almost like you forgot about your own self. You put so much energy, I want to say, you put so much energy into your work that you forget yourself. Because for you, it's about the people. For you, it's about others. For you, it's about those you care for, right? But there is a reminder here to bring that duality in. Yes, it's important to serve others. And this is what I was talking about earlier about serving. It's a service. We do the work we do for the service, because it's so crucial. Our purpose, the reason, like, you are on a spiritual path doing the work you do. It's not an obvious spiritual, but you are serving the greater good by putting yourself in a position that supports others first. And I want to say, you don't do it for the money, right? You don't do it for the money, but you do it for the love of what you do. And there's something about the people that you care for that you feel very connected to, right? You feel very, very connected to. But I want to say, have you thought about buying land, or buying somewhere with land? There's something that keeps coming in about land because there are other things that you dream of, right? There are other things that you dream of. As much as you love the work, there is another life, right? There is another life that you desire. And I want to say it involves, they keep coming back to land, land, land. But there is a definite connection here to the countryside, to you being out in nature more. Because when you care for yourself, I want to say just as much as what you care for your people. But it has to be more. It has to be more beautiful, because when you put yourself first, the service that you bring for others will be like up here, because you love yourself so deeply, because you honor yourself so deeply, because you have self-worth so deeply. Because even though you feel good when you're doing your job, there is a moment in a day where your mindset dips because you're not completely fulfilled from the inside. And that's all to do with self. Okay, beautiful. That's all to do with self. I want to say there is a lady in spirit with you. I want to say it's either mum or grandma energy. Mum or grandma energy. And I also want to say she was a hard worker. Does that make sense, Paul? She was a hard worker. She comes in with hard-working energy. She definitely has this, I want to say there is this light as well, this light with her, your nan. There is a light energy. I feel like she maybe have cared for you in a way, whether that was like she looked after you on odd days, or you actually did, or you actually were in her care for some time. I want to say that she was a caretaker for you, a caregiver for you. There was this lovely energy about Nan. Yes, she was hardworking. They keep going back to this betrayal. And I want to say there was betrayal. It comes in as a within the family. Okay, they're saying there's betrayal within the family. Does that make sense? There's betrayal within the family, my lovely. And some of these pieces were really, really difficult to navigate. And this is why the mental clarity started to dip. This is why the mindset dips on occasion. And I definitely have to say on occasion, because it's not constant. Your energy is so lovely and lifted that it doesn't happen often. But when it does, it's like got one of two ways of going. You always manage to find a way back round, right? You always find a way back round. Okay, beautiful. And I just want to say that she has this, I want to say, beautiful presence, right? Beautiful presence. Okay, so what she's saying is, the dog's agreeing. Oh, thank you, darling. That's really, really kind. I really appreciate that. She wants to remind you about presence over presence this Christmas time. Your presence. Hello, Baba. Hello, darling. Let's come for a cuddle. Your presence, your energy is much more crucial, right? Much more crucial than a material gift. So there is something about your presence being important at Christmas, okay? So don't go into that thought of needing to buy. I feel like she was like the matriarch of the family, and she brought everybody together, especially this time of year. She made herself lovely and smart every day. I love that. She brought everyone together. And she learned a lot over the years in terms of the presence versus presence. I want to say there was a lot of Not necessarily money issues. I want to say for some reason, money scrambles within family. Money scrambles within family, especially after her passing. Money scrambles. I feel like it got a little bit ugly at times. She just says it's not important. It's really not important. Presence over presence. Okay, beautiful. Oh, I love that. I'm going to leave you with her lovely energy. You have so much to give, Paul. You have so much to give. And I just want to tell you how worthy you are, right? Because I don't feel like you hear that enough. You are very, very worthy of all things, of being loved. You're very worthy. You don't always feel it, right? You don't always feel it, but you are. She thought the world of you. She thought the world of you. She's showing me gardening tools for some reason. She's showing me gardening tools. It's so funny how I cut them off, but she's quite strong. She keeps coming back and she keeps saying gardening tools. For some reason, I feel like there's a connection to her and gardening tools. I don't know if she bought you gardening tools or she allowed you to do her garden when you were a child. I feel like there's a memory attached to that. We do a bit around the garden. Okay. It feels very much like when you're in the garden, she's with you. It feels like very much when you're in the garden, she's with you. I also have to give you rose petals, not the flower, petals, rose petals. There's something about rose petals that comes in, and she keeps saying it. It's not roses, it's rose petals. Okay. She also says the phrase, a sprinkle of joy. She also comes, yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm a big believer in when I see a robin, I know that's my papa. Like, I know he's close. It's so beautiful. When I go to the fishing lake where he used to fish, every single time I go to the lake, a robin pops up, and I'm like, oh, I love that. And that's what when I say you're on a spiritual path, you do have certain spiritual beliefs of your own, right? Certain spiritual beliefs of your own. So cute. Love that. Your dad. I feel like he can't even get through the door with Nan in the background. It has been difficult. It has been difficult with that loss. Was he quite a stern man? Because I see a gent in the background. He's just sort of stood with his arms folded. His legs are slightly open. And I want to say he's quite thick set. Like he's got a stocky frame. But he's like... It's just like quite stern, right? And as much power as he had in his work, when it comes to Nan, he's like on the back burner. He's on the bench, like in a game of football, right? He's on the fucking bench till she allows him to come in, right? And she thinks that's really funny. I feel like she was quite a character. He thought he wore the trousers. He did at work. But she did at home. Nan. He's just sort of like shouting from the background, yeah, she had the casting vote. It's almost like he's security for her. Because I feel as well like he would have protected her as well. He was a protective man, right? He was a very, very protective man. And another hard worker. He was a grafter. I want to say long days. Long days. Okay. Definitely long days. And that again, he brings in that energy of mindfulness around the work, because the work is difficult. Again, it's like you have shift work. It's almost like he's bringing in a reminder of not to overdo it. There's a feeling here of stop overdoing it, stop overdoing it. Because the feelings you feel when you're not at work are too difficult to bear. Sometimes they're too difficult to bear, so you will take on more work, because you don't want to feel those feelings. So what you're doing is you're masking it. Okay, you're masking. So you have to be the one, my lovely, that steps up to put some care and love into yourself. You know what we were saying earlier about loving yourself? Those feelings of loneliness go away when you put yourself first. Yeah, that's really important. And again, it's almost like she pushes him out the way. Don't forget you are worthy. I also want to say there's a watch, because he's going like a timepiece. He's not calling it a watch, it's like a timepiece, right? Timepiece. Fascinating. How they bring information in, but there's something around a watch or a clock or some sort of timepiece, a memory, not, or something that he owned, I feel. No, I don't tan. I don't tan. This is just my natural skin tone. I look a bit rosy. I'm a bit warm doing the energy work. How does all that feel, Paul? How does all that feel, lovely? Does that feel good? It's going to be a lot to process, right? It's going to be a lot to process, my lovely. But I want to just say thank you so much, Paul, for being here, for showing up and allowing me to bring this. Thank you. Thank you. That's really kind. A lovely statement. Thank you. Just allow me to just bring this for you. This is what I was talking about earlier with the goons when they were commenting. It's like, I love to do this for others. I love to be able to bring loved ones through and give guidance for those that want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to be here, right? But you chose to stay through all of that. It's not always easy, right? But that's again part of that duality piece. Life is not easy. It's not meant to be easy, but we're meant to navigate it. And a pair of people who show up on my live with difficult energy is not going to sway me. Right. So thank you so much for being here. I am going to go and hop on another call. Thank you so much for just being here, Paul. It's been so lovely. I will catch you again soon. Make sure that you tap into your notifications for when I go live again. Come join me over on TikTok as well, because I do a lot of lives there. Thank you so much, lovely. That's really kind. I do lives on TikTok as well, which the vibration is so much different. Like, it's really high vibe. It's a beautiful community. But I want to sort of build this community as well. So even though it's difficult, I still want to push through, right? I still want to push through, because even just on this one live, I have met you, right? And that's just lovely. And that's, yeah, TikTok's not for everyone, right? The social medias are so interesting. I find them fascinating. I'm learning so much. I'm not a whiz, but I'm learning, right? I'm learning like what certain socials are all about. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see. Okay, my lovely. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on another live soon. Take care. Have a most beautiful day. Sending you lots of love.